So we are back with another day in the life video. 5:30 in the morning. Little man. Right, early riser. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to check our weight. It's Monday. It's fight week. We are fighting on Gorilla on Saturday. Weigh-in is on Friday at 12. So I'm going to check my weight now, see how much I weigh. I'm looking pretty lean, but I've still got a decent amount of weight to go. So let's have a look. 80.5. So if we take the 500 grams off for the camera, 80 kilos. So we've got 5 kilo to lose by 12 midday on Friday. So yeah, it's fight week. So busy day today on training. One of the last harder training days. Staying tomorrow will be fairly hard. Wednesday will not as hard, but that'll be the last solid training day. Then it'll be rest then and cutting weight till Friday. So come and see what we get up to. So we'll start the day with black coffee. I probably won't have any food till after I've done my morning cardio. So today it'll be in the morning. I'll do a 2k run. I will do 8 hill sprints up this big hill. Then I'll finish off with a 1.5k 2k run. Then I'll be heading down to Denby for some pad work with Craig. Then I'll get back, scran. Then I'll jump on the assault bike. I'll probably just do a steady half an hour on that, just to more burn calories than anything, and just keep the endurance going. And then I'll do my boxing class after that. But yeah, I've been water loading since Saturday because the weight's a bit higher than what it needs to be. So got 5 kilo to lose by Friday. So I've done 9 litres Saturday, 9 litres yesterday. I'll do 8 litres today. I'll do 6 tomorrow. I will do 4 on Wednesday, and then I'll do 1 litre before midday on Thursday, and then I'll be weighing in then on midday on the Friday. So yeah, come and see what we do on a last heavy training day on fight week. Yeah. So that's a 2k run done. It's my warmer. We're gonna do 8 hill sprints up and down Coedmawr Hill. It's a nasty hill, but let's get it done. So we're back from our 2k run, 8 hill sprints up Coedmawr Hill, really steep hill, and then a 2k run to finish. And there's only one thing worse than hill sprints, and that's hill sprints in the fucking pissing down rain. So it's now 10 to 10. I'll be leaving at 12 to get to Denby for for my one-to-one session with Craig. So I'll have some refuel now. I will have 200 grams of chicken breast minced. I'll make that into two little thin burgers with some protein bagels, and then I'll have a litre of water with some electrolytes, and then that'll power me through till I get back about 3, and then I'll scram then before I go and do my last session then at 6:30.
So yeah, let's get it done. Absolutely fucked after them hill sprints, but it's hard when calories are low and the work rate's still high, but gotta get it done. So scran is on. The wife has opted for fried eggs, fried in fry light on a protein bagel. Here you go, darling. Husband of the year. So this is what we're working with. Protein bagels with 100 grams of chicken in each one with some lighter than light mayo. It's only 15 grams on each one. It's an extra 30 calories. I think that's worth it for the extra calories for me. I'll probably try and hit about 3,000 today maximum, because I'll be burning, after all 3 sessions, I'll be burning about 4,000 calories, so I don't need to be in more than 1,000 calorie deficit, because that's an aggressive deficit, and I've been in that for a good few weeks now. So this will be my last proper fuel day, and then I'll cut my calories down tomorrow, probably down to 2,600. Then I'll go down then Wednesday to about 1,800, and then Thursday will be about 1,200. And then obviously after I've weighed in, I will refuel then. But yeah, these are one of my go-tos. So, just finished my 1-to-1 in Craig's, done some Magpie, just done some work on what to do when someone's, because obviously the lad I'm fighting's a bit of a pressure fighter, so just, you know, moving to the sides and getting away, not getting tied up on the ropes and stuff like that, and then some pad rounds, nothing too strenuous. Didn't feel the best today. Felt a little bit lethargic, a little bit like shit, but it's hard. I've done fight camp back to back, so I peaked for my last fight 2.5 weeks ago, and then obviously anybody that's boxed and they've had fight next to fight, you know, it's hard to keep that peak fitness and without your body deteriorating and feeling, you know, like you've been hit by a bus. Yeah, anyone that's done, you know, fight camp back to fight camp, it's hard to maintain that peak fitness. You know, obviously when you hit that peak, the only way is down then, and you know, you start overtraining then. So I think I've just been doing a little bit too much, just because I get worried about not being fit enough, and sometimes I can run my body into the ground, and you know, I'm getting a little bit older now, so it's taking longer to heal. I've got injuries, I've got Achilles tendonitis and torn tendon in my wrist and stuff, and you know, just trying to overcompensate with the fitness and the sprints, and you know, doing a bit too much, and then obviously being in a calorie deficit for, you know, for 6 weeks, 7 weeks for the last fight, and then, you know, had a couple of days off eating what I wanted, and then straight back into it for this, you know. So it's the best part of 3 months in a calorie deficit, and you know, there's only so much that your body can take. So I didn't feel the best today, but you know, got it done. Didn't really feel motivated at all today, but what I try and always tell myself and the lads in the gym is it's discipline over motivation. And even if I've got no motivation and I don't want to do what I got to do, I'll get it done because I've got discipline, and discipline to me is worth more than anything in my training. So yeah, it is what it is. I get home now, go and see the wife and my son, and get some scran, and then head over to the pound later and get my last session in. So back from Craig's now, and then so for my post-workout meal I'll be having one of these Lebanese traditional flatbreads, 225 calories in one of them, and then what I do, I throw 100 grams of passata on it, a tin of tuna and 30 grams of mozzarella, and then I make it like a pizza, It's one of my favourite things to have on camp. I have one of these or two of these every day. Well, sometimes for chicken, sometimes for tuna. But it just makes me feel like I'm having a pizza, but it's not. It's all healthy. So get this grand now. So this is what we're working with. Absolute belter. Macros really good on this. Calories 448. 40 grams of protein. I'll put the macros on screen. Normally I don't use mozzarella cheese, I use Eat Lean cheese, and that's double the protein, 0 fat and half the calories. So it's normally about 45 grams of protein, 400 calories. So this one's a little bit more just because I used the last of it last night, but it's a good way of tricking yourself to thinking that you're having pizza when you're cutting weight for a fight. Ooh. So just had my scran, the audio cut out on it for some reason, but basically basic as it gets. Just 3 pieces of toast, no butter, with a tin of chopped tomatoes with herbs on it, and then put some garlic salt and some piri piri on it, just to fill me up. Basically, I keep a lot of calories for the night time because I can't sleep unless I've had something to eat. But I'll have a coffee now. That's only have 1 or 2 a day with milk, try and save a little bit of calories. And then I'll go to the sunbeds. I'll go on the sunbeds a few times this week because I suffer with bad acne on my chest and my belly, and I get it on my back and my arms, and the sunbeds just help get rid of it a little bit if I hammer them a little bit before the fight. So yeah, I'll have a coffee, get down there, and then head to the pound and do 30-minute or so on the assault bike, and then I'll do a little bit of stretching, and then I get some bag work and that done then, and then I get home, stretch, scran, and then bed.
Know the drill. Cheeky 12-minute holiday.
So we're gonna do 30 minutes on the assault bike now. I done my sprints this morning, so I won't be going mad on it. I'll just be doing 30 minutes, standard pace. Push it a little bit the last few minutes. Just more of a calorie burner and warm up for my bag work and stuff like that, and just burns a little bit of extra calories so I can have that little bit of extra food. I'd rather burn extra calories than have the extra food. So half an hour on the assault bike done. Burn about 300 active calories, 356 total calories. So what I'll do now, go and say hello to the lads and that, and then I'll get them warmed up for class. Then what I'll do, I'll just hit the bag for an hour, and that'll be my 3rd session of the day done. I probably didn't need the assault bike, but it's an extra 300 calories. So when I go home, I've got an extra 300 calories to eat, and I'm just a proper foodie. So I know a lot of people would rather not do the extra half an hour work and to, you know, have the 300 less calories. But for me, I would rather do the extra work and have the calories, because I just love lying in bed with my wife and scranning food. Even if it's healthy, food's food, and you know, food's life. So we're going to say hello to all the boys. Yes, the boys, say hello to my YouTube channel. Got Uncle Stephen here for the main event for the show. For all the boys, the ones that turn up early, doing a little bit of extra. So get the Irishman working like a dog there. I'm going to do 2 simple ones, one a little bit more difficult. The last one is going to be where you're pivoting after you've done a roll. Okay, but the idea of this is people do get clipped on the top of the head with this, but they don't get low enough. Okay, so the idea is that you get low and you just move across. Works really well against the southpaw, works really well against an orthodox, the orthodox or southpaw, the southpaw, doesn't matter. Okay, so the first one is going to be nice and simple. We're just going to throw a jab, cross, we're going to throw the lead hook, just throw the lead hook. And then once you've landed that, my hands come up and then just step over this way, like what we're doing, pivot, I want that body shot, then I want that hook to the head. Yeah, nice and simple. Okay. Combo. So, just got back from the gym now, absolutely fucking Hank Marvin. Yeah, got loads of calories burned. I've done 1800, 1900 today, just from exercise, and then so it's going to hit about 4,000 total calories by the end of the day. So it means I get a little bit extra food. So we're just frying off 100 grams of minced chicken. I'll have a Lebanese flatbread with 100 grams of passata on it, and then 30 grams of mozzarella. I'll do like a pizza thing again, and then I'll have 500 grams of potatoes, well 580, and that'll be my scrum. So whilst that's cooking, I will go and I'll stretch my calves, I'll foam roll, a little bit of mobility. Yeah, so I track all my calories on the Polar F10, I think it is. So the Apple Watches, they are really good for your day to day, but when you're doing exercise, they fluctuate on how accurate they are. They can be anything from 30% up to 100%, and that's like a big variable when you're trying to cut weight, when you're trying to lose body fat, anything like that. That's where the Polar H10 is 95% accurate. So I determine how much I eat a day by how much calories I'm burning, and that's how I stay in the deficit that I want to be staying in. Otherwise, you're just working on guesswork, and you could be under eating, you could be overeating, and that's not good, especially not when you're trying to make weight for fights or you're trying to lean up for the summer or anything like that. So I would definitely suggest getting one of these, and I get this food made, get my mobility done, get some scram down me, and then I'll have a pudding then. So this is what we're working with before it goes in. I've had some extra calories burned, so I've had an extra 20 grams of mozzarella. 3 seasonings I use, shitloads, Italian style herbs, piri piri, and garlic salt. Absolute fucking game changers, life changers them, I love them. Still got 1.5 litres of water left to do out of my 8 litres, so I'll have that with an electrolyte. Get this cooking, get it scrammed. So this is what we're cooking with, and who says dieting has to be shit, eh? This is why I try and save as many calories as I can during the day. I'm a nighttime type of eater, you know, like I love my food at night time, so I save up as much calories as I can during the day. I know I've got that mental toughness where I can push through. I won't just stop because I'm tired, you know, and I can push through when I'm hungry, and then when I know when I get home I've got a nice, you know, I'll have enough protein and carbs during the day just to get me through, just so I can have that big scram when I get home and that's just how it works for me. And yeah, absolutely fucking buzzing for this scrum now. Can't wait for the weekend. I'm going to absolutely show my skill level and show that I should be on top shows like this, because I've been working at this for years and years and years now, and I've only just started behaving. So, well, a couple of years ago started behaving, and it's starting to pay off now, all the hard work. So let's have it. So this is what we're looking like. Fucking boy, you'd never ever, I'd eat that even if I wasn't on a diet. That's just better. Better than than a normal pizza. I make them for the wife all the time. This will be my sweet treat for the night. So I'll have a bit of jelly. I'll have 300 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt. 100 grams of blueberries, and then I will have 2 meringues with that because I've earned like extra calories today. And then I'll have 4 of these skinny bars. They're only like 60 something calories each, so I've saved my calories all day for these. They're my wife's, so she's going to be fucking fuming that I'm eating them all, but it is what it is. Let's get it scrammed. That's what I'm talking about. My favourite part of the day, get in bed with the wife, some scran, and that's a full day done. Fight week, just tick over now. That was the last proper hard day. Tomorrow I'll just do a bit of pads, maybe a run. Same again on Wednesday, and then rest then, just make weight. And then yeah, get to fight on the biggest unlicensed show in the UK on the weekend. I can't wait to just show my levels and feeling confident in my ability, feeling confident in my fitness. I've put the work in, so it's just time now to see if I got the minerals and see if I got what it takes to win. So we'll catch you in the next video.